first time ever.
Appalling act of terror.
Unexpected. We are ready to engage with a two-state solution.
Some of his most senior cabinet members.
The drivers of a new economic age.
Jai Hind and welcome to Geopolitical Insider Team MNE The Futurists. And today's update solidifies how Pakistan plays its victim card internationally. In a calculated diplomatic maneuver, General Sahir Shamshad Mirza, chairman of Pakistan's Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee, attempted to internationalize the Kashmir issue yet again, this time under the pretext of regional crisis management mechanisms. Speaking at a multilateral forum, General Mirza underscored Kashmir not as a bilateral matter, but as a dispute requiring urgent international intervention. Framing the situation within the broader theme of regional instability, he advocated for conflict resolution aligned with UN Security Council resolutions, a narrative Pakistan has consistently pushed since 1948. In doing so, he sought to draw in potential external stakeholders, naming the United States, United Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, China, Turkey, and the UAE as potentially third-party mediators. This list reflected a blend of Western and Islamic powers alongside China, a strategic nod to Islamabad's shifting alliances and reliance on multilateral diplomacy and regional isolation. However, the move raises significant geopolitical questions. India has firmly maintained that Kashmir is an internal matter and any resolution must emerge through bilateral dialogue until the Shimla Agreement of 1972. Moreover, New Delhi has repeatedly rejected this third-party mediation, a stance endorsed by several of the very nations that General Mirza cited. His statement, therefore, may be seen less as a viable conflict resolution proposal and more as a bid to reshape international discourse or narrative around Kashmir, one aimed at reviving fading global attention and leveraging regional actors amid Pakistan's own economic and strategic vulnerabilities. While Pakistan continues to portray itself as a victim on the international stage, its long documented history of nurturing and exporting cross-border terrorism, particularly in Jammu and Kashmir, severely undermines its credibility. Attempts to reposition the Kashmir issue is an international dispute ring hollow when just exposed against the realities of state-sponsored proxy warfare, the harboring of UN-designated terrorists, and consistent violations of ceasefire agreements. India, on the other hand, has shown strategic restraint and diplomatic maturity by reiterating its commitment to bilateralism under the Shimla Agreement and through constitutional processes. New Delhi has persistently called for an end to terrorism as a precondition for dialogue, a stance that aligns with the global consensus on counterterrorism. Now, in this light, Pakistan's appeals for third-party mediation are less about genuine peace building and more about deflecting accountability. True regional stability can only be achieved when both nations engage as responsible actors, but that necessitates Pakistan dismantling its terror infrastructure and seizing the narrative of victimhood that masks its complicity in regional unrest. The onus lies not on international intervention but on the internal reform and political will within Islamabad. I hope you find this video informative. That's all from my side.